What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Birds. Going to be taking a look at Jalen Hurts here against the Cardinals. Kind of a mixed feeling about this game as I watched it, but I think we all did, basically because it was kind of a stall offensive performance. There was so many wide receiver screens that I did not include because it doesn't really tell anything about Hurts, but let's just say now that they really dedicated to the screen game for some reason. And I guess it's to relieve pressure off of Hurts. But let's get to everything else but the screens. All right, so the first rep here for Jalen Hurts is basically a two-man route concept here, out and up. Deep out and go routes. We want to hit this deep on the first play. We do have a check down option for Miles Sanders out the backfield, but the Cardinals picked that up well. We have a lot of guys in protection on this rep right here. Linebackers are getting biting up here for Cardinals, so that works with the play action. Lane Johnson getting flushed a little bit into the pocket, or pushed into the pocket, and so Jalen Hurts, knowing that his two throwing options are to his top side of the screen, there's nobody to the bottom here, to the boundary. Basically, he chooses to scramble out that way to try to hit a throw on the run here. But hindsight, you can argue that he wants to take one step to his left and then shoot it down there for Devontae Smith. Now the problem with if not taking that step to the left is that the corner here that we want to bite up on Goddard to create a one-on-one with Devontae Smith down the field is only biting as soon as Hurts is escaping out the pocket. See, that's when he stalls and creates that one-on-one. So unfortunate. But yeah, it is what it is. Cover one man for Cardinals. A.J. Brown to the body, him running an out route. Play action. Jalen Hurts puts a good ball on him right as he's breaking. The ball is already out. Good timing. Another rep against man coverage. A.J. Brown to the bottom here, running a curl route. Throw is okay. Can be a little bit more on time here. A.J. breaking at this point. Ball is not out yet. So it gets out a little late. A.J. does a good job of attacking the ball. So it's a fine job. Hurts is a little bit helped that the DB is playing off here, so there's some natural separation there at the point of cutback. But ideally, we'd like this ball to be thrown just a tad earlier, so that even if the cornerback is playing AJ tighter, he doesn't have time to cover ground. Third down, AJ with an out route to the bottom here. Cardinals essentially playing zone, but it becomes kind of like a man because the flat defender down here has the responsibility for A.J. Brown. Good timing on this throw. Again, this is what it looks like when you hit it, when you throw the ball at the correct time here, right as he's breaking. Ball comes out so that he has time to get back there for the ball without the cornerback gaining too much ground. And almost converts it here. It sets up an easier fourth down. QB draw out of empty formation. It is a light box for the Cardinals, but it's not the lightest of boxes that you see when you're going in empty. That's because they respect Jalen Hurts as much as they do. So right as he gets the block, the snap right here, he has two choices: either wait for Jason Kelce to release up for the linebacker here. Instead, he cuts it outside, and then he leaves everything there in the middle. He comes outside one-on-one against 56. Nice cut inside and gains about 5 yards in the play. Next drive, first play. Cardinals playing zone, sending extra guys some pressure here. So it's cover 3. Basically, is cover 6. We have 3 under, 3 over. At the top, we're having a flat corner combination, kind of a sticks combination to the bottom. So when Hurts gets the ball right here, has a couple of options that you can throw to. Zach Pascal, the sit defender down there, where you have one less guy in coverage there across the middle. Devontae Smith with an out route has some separation against the cornerback there. Chooses to roll out the pocket here. Dallas Goedert, who's on the curl route, relevantly comes back for the ball. Hurts puts a ball on him that is absolutely catchable. But also a good play by 7 of the Cardinals there to come in and break up the pass. So a couple of options there as Hurts gets the ball, but he sees the pressure off the left side of the line there, where they're sending the extra guy. So he knows he's hot. I mean, in my opinion, you got to throw the ball right there for Devontae Smith instead of making this harder on yourself. But he thinks he can make a big play happen by rolling out the pocket. Fine, do that, and he does make a relevant play considering the situation there. So a couple of options to go with. He chose to scramble out. That's the kind of quarterback he is. and he made the most of it. Unfortunately, didn't result in anything. 3rd and 12 after a failed screen, and Cardinals making it look like they're sending pressure right here with a bunch of guys at the line. They're going to drop into hook the curls, these guys, and then you're running an inverted cover 2 with one of the safeties dropping into a 3-hole zone, and we have this cover 2 look right here. Eagles running a bunch of sticks combinations right here, just basically trying to get one of these guys open there down the middle. Within a hole, you got an in-breaker, you have a sit route, and really nothing open there. Cover 2 matches that pretty well with the 2 hook to curls in the 3-hole zone. So Hurts in the pocket here, rolls out, gets a little pressure there from Isaac Seumalo's side. As he's rolling out, Devontae Smith, real good job here of staying with the line. And he sees that he's separating from a 3-hole defender who is getting drawn away by Quez Watkins. And this throw is absolutely berserk. And I love it, because this is 3rd and 12 from your own 5-yard line. Away from his body, cross the field there. That is a high caliber flow. Right here, Cardinals sending 5 guys in pressure and playing cover 6 underneath it. We're gonna have basically a couple of sits across the middle. One guy going on a deep corner and one flat to the top side there in the trip side. Dallas Goedert the easy check down, and Devontae Smith sitting in there across the 3-hole and the skiff defender. And in between there, he's in a good spot as he's breaking. Hurts rolling out here. I'm going to show it in the wide view again. We get the pressure there off of Jack Driscoll's side. So relevant job of escaping out the pocket. Let's see it there in the wide view. Because right here, you want to throw the ball for Devontae Smith, but also that's the time where the edge defender comes off there. So he buys himself an extra second. Could argue that you want to throw the ball right now for Devontae Smith. Relevant scramble. Little bit behind Smith, but he makes a terrific catch. This is such a weird play. Like, I don't know what we're doing here. We're running a play action rollout here. See, right after the play action, Jalen Hurts is kind of scrambling a little bit to his right side here. Offensive line is blocking that side. They're kind of all moving to the right, kind of half the field. But we have a running back running out as a check down to the opposite side. We have Dallas Goedert as taking way too much time to come across. And then a guy in triple coverage downfield is the only guy who's in principle running route. That is Devontae Smith. Take a look at it here. Dallas Goedert releasing to the opposite side. Miles Sanders releasing to the opposite side. Offensive line is slide blocking right. And then Devontae Smith down the field. Relevantly throws the ball away, because what is this play? Out of empty here. Cardinals coming out playing zone coverage. Again with the inverted, where one of the safeties is going to come into the 3-hole. Hurts gets pressured up the middle. Oh, excuse me, not up the middle. Off the left side from Jack Driscoll. Senses the pressure really well. Knows that he's probably going to be coming back. As he's stepping up the pocket, he doesn't have that quick option to throw the ball to right there across. The Cardinals are playing good match there across the middle of the crossers. So it relevantly comes out the pocket and picks up about 20 yards. Zone read. And basically the guy reading here is number 9 there in the safety, cheating a little bit inside. Hurts relevantly keeps the ball himself here. And an absolutely atrocious holding call on A.J. Brown. Look at that to the top here. Initiates contact here, has his hands on both shoulders, and then drives him backwards. And they call the holding on that. At no point is he to either side, like is the DB to either side of A.J. Brown's hands. He's still in the middle. I don't know. Zone coverage for Cardinals here, running a sticks combination. We're going to have Dallas Goedert sitting, Jack Stoll sitting, and then Miles Sanders coming out there to the flat. Hurts reads it relevantly here in between that flat and the hook to curl for Dallas Goedert. Good throw, good catch. All right, here Cardinals playing cover 1 man. And so basically we get the sense pre-snap here with the motion, and you have a DB traveling with Devontae Smith all the way. You got one single high look here at the snap, and then we have 3 underneath zone coverage defenders right here. So pretty coverage heavy for Cardinals there. Good option in A.J. Brown coming across the middle. That is your man beater. So when you see this look, you know you have the safety to Quez Watkins' side there, so you're going to have him pretty much double covered. A.J. Brown coming across the middle, beautiful man-beating route. The problem is that I don't think Hurts ever sees the underneath coverage. I think he just expects this to be cover one and then not have any underneath guys there with the play action. So probably never really sees this guy here, because you could have just waited here. If you know he's there, if you know this is this cover one man with this underneath coverage there, you just wait like a second longer and you throw A.J. Brown more to the sideline, because then you're kind of eliminating that underneath coverage. Tough situation here on third down. A lot of guys at the line for Arizona, so I think Hurts is panicking as soon as he sees this, because the play he has behind it is a deep corner, deep sit, and a flat route. So you don't really have anyone to quickly throw the ball to. You need these guys to get their depth and then turn around to actually deliver the ball. So I think in his mind, his best option of picking up the first down here is with his legs pre-snap. And that, of course, affects the play as soon as it runs and he actually sees that these guys are coming at him. Like everything here, it's a little chaotic there to begin with. The problem here, or not the problem, but the thing is that the entire offensive line actually do their job enough where he can throw the ball to the sit coming there to the top side, and then you have a first down. Good separation there. And I think it's Smitty who has his hands all up in the air because he knows he's open at that point. Take a look at here from the pocket. You see what I mean when we say we actually have a good job here by the entire front. A.J. Brown eliminates the defensive end. Gainwell comes out and takes out the linebacker blitzing off the edge. Driscoll does his job. Suopeta could probably look a little bit more for work there instead of just standing around. But this buys more than enough time. So at this point, if you're Hurts, you kind of got to have a little bit of faith here and to set up, because he could actually absolutely have gotten the first down by throwing the football here. Instead, it becomes this chaotic play that he creates kind of himself. I see why, because they pre-snap. The Cardinals get what they want with the look that they're bringing at the line, but bad play. Cardinals bring in 5 guys from pressure here on the next drive. We have Devontae Smith against the flat defender here to the outside, to the bottom of our screen here. Good curl route from Smitty. Really good timing on the throw by Hurts. We talked about this, getting the ball out there in time for your guy when he's breaking. It looks exactly what we get here. Take a look at the timing here between Hurts' release and Smitty coming back. Easy. Hate this play from Hurts. It's a 5-man pressure for the Cardinals with zone coverage underneath it, and we get the exact look that we want here. We're kind of flooding that top side. Devontae Smith coming across. Dallas Goedert going on a seam route here. That is going to take away the curl defender to that side. A.J. Brown is in a one-on-one against the top receiver there, but I mean, Smitty coming across there. You get the exact look that you want with an easy completion here with guys coming at you with Smitty, because if this 3-hole defender, or if this hook to curl defender here was going to be covering Smith as he's coming across, you don't want to throw that naturally. Then you're either throwing it for Dallas Goedert or A.J. Brown. But when he's picking him up, this is the easiest throw you can make, and to just let Smith work with the ball in his hands afterwards. This is just useless. Again, not sure what this play is. I don't even think it's a run-pass option. I just think it's a pass that is set up poorly. Basically, they just want to get it for A.J. Brown here to the top side. Dallas Goedert going deep to kind of take away that one middle defender and then have A.J. Brown come inside. The entire offensive line are pass blocking here. None of them are run blocking at all. And Miles Sanders doesn't expect to get the ball. Nobody down here to the bottom of the screen for the receivers are even remotely setting up to get the ball. So it's like a screen option. And you zone block on the line, so you let one guy go. So, I mean, they get the look that they want or that they should expect. But how is Hurts supposed to deliver it to A.J. Brown at that point? This is just weird. Cardinals playing cover one man. Zone underneath and one high, And we have an option of the crosser here in Dallas Goedert, who has off coverage DB, and then separating in between the curl defenders and the underneath coverage. At this point, Hurts already escaping out the pocket due to some pressure off Jack Driscoll's side. And really no clear and obvious check down options to throw to as he is escaping out the pocket. One there, but also has linebacker right in front of him. Good lane to run through here himself, and picks up the first down. Next up, inverted cover 2 for Cardinals, and a good job by Jalen Hurts of seeing that the flat defender here is going to travel with the deep route that gets picked off by the deep defender here. So when he gets depth, and Miles Sanders in the flat becomes a much better option. If he doesn't get any separation, if the cornerback there doesn't travel with Devontae, then you can either throw it for Dallas Goedert or Devontae Smith when he's releasing off the line there. This is a good read for Hurts. Relevantly gets the ball out quickly for Miles to let him work a little bit as soon as he catches it. Really nice job by Hurts here against cover 3 defense for Cardinals. And Dallas Goedert releasing up the seam here. The hook curl defenders don't really get any depth, and then you have a good lane in between the hook curl defenders and the deep guys there, who also they're starting out deep. They're starting at the line, so the seam option is a really good one right there. Hurts sees it quickly, gets the ball out relevantly over the top of the hook curl defender. Nice throw. Take it from the box as well. Relevantly just out of line of the hook curl defender. No real good option to throw to on this play here for Jalen Hurts. Cardinals sending 4 guys in pressure, running quarters coverage underneath it, so 4 guys deep. You have skiff defenders on both sides here, and you don't really have any underneath zones here. Everything is kind of deep, either deep crossers or deep sits. And when you're running against cover 4, it's a pretty good defense against it. So no real good options for Hurts to throw to. No real good check down option there as well. When he's coming up here, probably could flip it for Miles Sanders, pick up some positive yards here, so that he thinks he can get to the outside, get slowed down, and so takes on a big hit. And then after the penalty, second down, around 10, 12, I believe. Cardinals once again here playing this cover 2 defense. Smitty to the bottom of the screen, gets open because the DB is basically not playing him at all. I mean, everything is going kind of slow motion down here. Looks a little bit funny. It's not like he does any hard cuts or anything like that. He just kind of skips up there, comes back. Then you have these seams there in the middle. Good throw by Hurts. And just a flat out job here. Not good enough. 6-man pressure for the Cardinals, of course, with man coverage underneath it. 6-man protection for the Eagles. And Quez Watkins with a really good route here, going up, and then basically going inside here, coming across the middle. Terrific option to throw the ball to. He has 34 beat immediately. The problem is the protection. Horrific job all around here. Not all around, but Jack Driscoll here. What are we doing? You have a free rusher coming off the edge, and you're helping out in a block there on the inside. That's shit. Then Kenneth Gainwell, I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Anyway, he has to see that you're having overload blitz from the outside. I think he expects 25 to come, because as soon as he sees that he drops into coverage, he realizes that he has to get to the edge. To say here without pausing. So Jack Driscoll maybe expects Dallas Goedert to stay. I have no idea. Or doesn't see the blitz on the outside. Kenneth Gainwell misses on his guy. And what could have been a terrific play here in Quez Watkins single man across the middle there becomes a sack. QB power here, and this is, this is just a testament to how good the Eagles' offensive line is here. Look at both the pull from Lane Johnson and Jason Kelce. So Jason Kelce is first going to kick out block the defensive end. Boom. Then you have Lane Johnson as the lead blocker there up to the second level. Boom. And Hurts relevantly protects himself and picks up the first down. Big time play for Jalen Hurts here on third down on the last drive for the Eagles offense here. We got 5-man pressure, 6 guys in protection underneath, or 6 guys in coverage. So cover 6 here for Cardinals, 3 guys underneath. Dallas Goedert here coming across on a sit there. Hurts finds him beautifully right in between that skiff and 3-hole zone, leads him to the outside, hell of a play by Hurts, hell of a throw, and a good effort by Dallas Goedert to pick up the first down afterwards. See the throw here from the box view just to get an idea of of how he leads him away from that 3-hole defender. Comes inside. Really nice. Dangerous pass from Hurts here from the 5-yard line at the last drive here. We got man coverage for Cardinals, so sending a bunch of pressure at Hurts. You have some good man beating routes here. We're basically trying to flood the right side of the field with crosser from AJ Brown and Quez Watkins coming across. So what Quez Watkins is doing here in his crosser is also taking away the deep crosser, the deeper of the two defenders defending the cross. Jesus. So this is coming up here. See, this guy is defending AJ Brown, but he's also getting into some traffic here by Quez Watkins when he's running across. And so it's a dangerous throw from Hurts to make this one for Quez Watkins, because you have a guy behind him and a guy in front of him who is covering Dallas Goedert. And so the easier throw here would probably be to deliver it there for AJ Brown instead, who's coming right across the middle. Even better would be when he gets the ball right here. Once again, we're flooding the right side, so his natural instinct is just, all right, I'm gonna go to the right side here so I can have the field because I got all my guys there as well. And then he sees the field a little bit more clearly. But if he's not scrambling to the outside, he doesn't have those 3 rushers there outside of him. If he stays within the pocket, I think maybe see AJ Brown there a little bit better and delivering a more line drive for him. I mean, it's easy to say in hindsight, but basically, AJ Brown would have been a much safer option, and let him get the ball and let him try to work for a touchdown. I'll take that any day over Hurts putting a ball in between 2-3 defenders for Quez Watkins in a contested catch in the end zone. All right, so I think overall, a good job by Hurts in this game. He made a bunch of game-clinching plays, or at least key plays to win this game. The 3rd down and 12, where he flips the ball across his body there, running to the left for Devontae Smith, was so high caliber. That was an elite type of throw in that position. The ball for Dallas Goedert at the last drive, moving the chains there on a 3rd and 10 as well. Really good drive, really good ball there, and a good decision. I think the play calling absolutely did not help Hurts. I think it was suspect and weird considering how much pressure the Cardinals were setting and just the general direction of the offense in terms of where they wanted to get the ball. I think it was a weird game. So that has to step up big time against the Cowboys, and their defense on Sunday is going to be the biggest test of the season, and it's going to be fun to watch. So I'll catch you in the next video.